Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to another Figma review, and this is Figma number 215, Kanzaki Ranko from the IDOLM STER Cinderella Girls. So this time the box is in a nice purple, and in the back there you can see it's in a sort of reddish color, so this is a two-tone box, which I do really like. A quick look around the box before I open it up, and first you can see the figure in here, some of the accessories over here including an umbrella, a book, and what looks like a sketch pad. As always, we have pictures of the figure on the sides of the box here and here, as well as on the top of the box here, and the bottom of the box here. And around here on the back, some pictures that'll give you an impression of what this figure will be like out of the box and in action. So that's it for the box, let's bust this open. So the back section of the box here with the pull-out DI section, and that's in this really nice shade of red. So now a closer look at the inner packaging where you can see the figure, the accessories, and also down here in the bottom of the box we have the resealable Figma bag for any spare parts, the stand, the base, and all the alternate hands, and the sheet of instructions. Actually this time it's just a parts list. And last up in here is the figure itself. So here she is out of the box, and this looks absolutely fantastic. I'm actually surprised. This is way better looking than I thought it would be. I guess it's hard to tell from the initial images and stuff on the Figma website, but the detailing on this is spectacular. The sculpt is really good. The paint is very simple, but at the same time incredibly good. And like I already mentioned, the detailing on this is absolutely amazing. Even on the default face here, the facial details are really good, and those red eyes are very striking. Even on the simple default face, the details are very good, especially those striking red eyes. The hair sculpt as well here is also amazing as well. The spirally drill hair here looks really good, and the bows tying up the hair up here look great as well. At first this costume looks pretty simple because it's just in black and grey, but there's a lot of minute detailing all over it. From the frilly choker here to the bows and the lace on the top, it all looks really good. These small bow details here on the arms particularly stand out to me as they maintain their position like that when the arm is bent. That is really cool. For such a complex pattern here, this is really well done, but it does have a couple of wobbly lines here and there, but that is to be expected with fine detail like this. Even around here, even more minute detail like these small bows here, and just the way the ribbon passes through this material here has been recreated in painstaking detail. That looks really good. The shoes as well are awesome, the way they're painted in this glossy black. It really contrasts against this matte dark grey. This light grey detailing also travels all the way around to the back as well. There's also another bow up here. So no surprise, another Figma, and it looks awesome as usual. So here she is with everything she comes with, which is an umbrella, spellbook, sketchbook, 2 alternate faces, 10 alternate hands, and with the default fists here, that's 12 hands in total. A closer look at each of these, and first is the spellbook. So it's blank here on the inside, but out here on the outside is the cover, and that looks pretty cool. So a lot of detail on that. Next up then is the sketchbook right here, and you can see a sketch in there. Around on this side is just the cover, so that's pretty detailed too. That's pretty cool. Over here is the umbrella, and I have to say that is pretty awesome, especially the detail in here. Up on the outside, that's pretty plain, but that's pretty cool. And this is made out of 2 separate parts. So as for alternate hands, we have this widespread open palmed hand, this hand here for holding the spellbook, a pointing hand, this hand here for holding the sketchbook. Around here we have 2 holding hands, an open palmed hand with the fingers together, and finally a hand for holding the umbrella. As for alternate expressions, we have the default face, as well as this pouting face, and this confident face. To swap the faces as always, it's off with the front of the hair, off with the face, on with the face that you want, and back on with that hair again. So there she is with that confident expression, and that pouting expression. To attach the umbrella, you just whip off the hands, and you can see this is the old style hand here, not the new type with the ball joint, and then just stick on the hand that you want, like so. To attach the umbrella then, that just pops into the hand like this. As for the spellbook, using this hand here, you just attach it into this little slot here, and it attaches on like so. Pretty much the same goes for the sketchbook. Using this hand here, you just pop the sketchbook up into that like this, and there you go. Now let's check out some poses. On to the articulation now, and as usual, I'm going to be starting from the head and work my way down. So first off, the pigtails are articulated, so they have a slight bit of movement here, and you can spin them all the way around. So that goes for the other side as well. So as for the articulation at the neck, there's the head all the way down, all the way up, the tilt side to side, and you can spin that all the way around, but that doesn't feel too pleasant on this figure. Maybe don't do that. Articulation at the shoulder all the way up. So because of this shoulder part here, oh wait, it goes up pretty high, that's pretty good. And as usual, that can go around all the way 360 degrees. Now the bend at the elbow, that's pretty good, just a little bit beyond 90. And the articulation at the wrist, and that's pretty good. Now articulation at the waist, all the way back, all the way forward. So quite a decent bit of movement here. Let's check that out side to side. So that's pretty good for something with this top over the joint. So that's pretty good. Next, the articulation at the hip, and there is the foot all the way up to the front, all the way to the back, and all the way to the side. So quite limited by this dress here. The articulation at the knee, so that's pretty good. And lastly, the articulation at the ankle, so there's all the way down and all the way up. And finally, there is a little bit of side-to-side tilt here as well. So now onto the quality, and what can I say? The quality here is absolutely amazing. I know I say that about every Figma, but for some reason, in this particular case, it's even better than usual. I mean, the only thing I can say negative about this figure is that this line is slightly wobbly here. This one, also slightly wobbly. But that is it. Everything else is positive. Which is kind of annoying in a way, as there's a lot of figures and a lot of characters that don't have figures that I would love to see made with this awesome level of detail and quality. To be honest, I know absolutely nothing about Idol Master, any variant of Idol Master whatsoever. Games, anime, I have no idea. So it really must be something else for Max Factory to have put in this much effort, because this is an amazing figure. Every aspect of this figure has a painstaking level of detail. From the costume, to the umbrella, to the spell book, and the sketchbook, they all look really good and are so detailed. The paint job is pretty much flawless. And for something that's a really simple color scheme, it's done so well and does look very varied. So what more can I say? The quality is as good as it can get. It's amazing. So that's it for my review of Figma number 215, Kanzaki Ranko. And what else can I say? For a character from an anime and video game series that I've never seen and have no intention of seeing, this is one impressive figure. So if you're an Idol Master fan, or even if you're not, I would highly recommend this figure. So that's it for my review. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and make sure to come back for more Figma reviews.